This might just be the last legit great gaming generation, or at the very least, the most important one. Sure, the PS4 and Xbox One era was good, but it wasn't nearly as groundbreaking or eye-opening as the PS3, Xbox 360 generation. Let me explain why. First off, the graphical leap from the PS2 and Xbox days to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era was insane. Characters could finally express emotions, environments pushed close to holy shit this looks insane levels, and I'm not even gonna talk about the bump in resolution. Technically, you could get 1080p back in 2006, and somehow that's still the standard in 2025. My tiny smooth brain can't even process that. But what really stands out? Graphics actually evolved within the same generation. Something we barely see anymore. Just compare GTA 4 to GTA 5. Same platform, yet they look substantially different. The level of refinement, detail, and polish that the developers pulled off over time was something special. These consoles were so much powerful for their own good. Anyways, in this generation we finally saw what gaming can achieve. Not just in the graphical department, but the entertainment media in general. And sure, yes, there were some games like that in a previous generation, but in this generation they set the bar so high that people almost forget that some of the games you even play today were released more than 15 years ago. So it got me wondering, what it's like getting your hands in an Xbox 360 in 2025, or even just dusting it off and plugging it back in after God knows for how long, and see if we can get some enjoyment out of this thing 20 years after its release. Spoiler alert, you can. This thing go around for so freaking cheap. You can probably get one with games and controllers for under 80 euros, which in my opinion is a freaking steal. I got this Xbox 360e model with 3 controllers for 50 euros. Also, I kinda prefer this model over the other ones, since this is literally silent sometimes. I can't tell if it's supposed to be this quiet, like, are you okay? And this is probably less likely to fail since these are the last models that Microsoft ever produced. This specific one actually got released exactly 10 years ago, which, holy shit, it's been a decade already, huh? Besides that, yes, it might not look as flashy as the other ones, and it might look like an inferior Xbox One, but I take longevity over looks any goddamn day of the week. Anyways, as you can see, it's pretty small and it can still do the same thing as every other Xbox console. But seriously, I have one question for Microsoft. Why in the hell did they go with the DVD format? Yes, I'm aware that they did release an HD DVD thing, but nobody got that, and it's very understandable why. I was playing Max Payne 3 recently and I had to swap the discs, and I felt like I was using a PS1 swapping discs to keep playing Metal Gear Solid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but the way the PS3 did it felt much more smoother and better. Microsoft might have chipped out on the disk drive, but the performance in Xbox 360 is generally smoother and more stable. Personally, I never had any experience with the 360 growing up since I was a Sony boy, but recently, over the years, I've leaned more into the Xbox since games are cheaper to collect for, and there's just something about the art box that makes me want to buy as much Xbox games as I can. And also, don't forget, Xbox is still just a plug and play console. No forced updates, etc, and it's just easier to get into. Using the Xbox 360 in 2025 is honestly such a vibe, and most of the games look and play very nicely. Plus, correct me if I'm wrong, most of the online servers are still up, so you can still chill online from now and then. Not gonna lie though, I don't wanna connect online cause it's gonna ask for software updates, and this thing right here, I wanna leave it the way it is because it's pretty much a time capsule from 2015 and I don't wanna change that. So I have no clue how the marketplace holds up, etc. But all I can say is that the online era of gaming started here. Party chat, messages and public lobbies is just melted onto my brain, and today's kids would no way survive those 2009 lobbies, which, believe it or not, is why this generation of gaming and online in general was so freaking legendary.
What do you want to do? You tell me what you want to use. Tell me what the fuck it is, huh? Tell me what the use.
Online gaming has literally changed everything forever since, for better or for worse. But that is just another topic for discussion. I want to focus more on my story with the Xbox 360, since I got the chance to experience the console only last year, and I'm really impressed. There's just something magical about opening a game case and popping the disc in the console and immediately start playing and just wondering, what went wrong? How did we manage to create something so magical and went ahead and ruined it so much. Not to say that gaming is ruined, but it's way different than what it used to be. And I don't think that the direction that gaming is headed is going to be okay. But I keep losing track of things. Here's some of the games I've been recently playing and enjoying so much on the Xbox 360. First, we got Max Payne 3. I think we can all agree that this game has the perfect gunplay, and it just feels so freaking good to play it. Sure, the frame rate is not the best and it drops quite a lot, but it's still very playable, and that's just the thing with this generation. Most of the games just run meh, but we just grew up with it and got used to it. Also, man, the soundtrack is just so freaking good. It makes me feel like I'm in a John Wick movie. This is just classic Rockstar giving us a great game and then waiting for more than 12 years just to hear from a Max Payne 1 remake. Next up, we got Left 4 Dead. Pick any of the two games, they're both freaking great and something that can't be recreated, and Back 4 Blood proved why it's so hard to capture what the originals did right. And that's just fun and originality. Even without friends, this game is a total banger, and killing hordes of zombies with anything you can find is just something that doesn't get old. Plus, you got the classic Valve gameplay, which I just love so much. I just freaking love this game. I feel like if you put me on an island and told me to pick any generation of games to play for the rest of my life, it would probably be this one. Since first of all, you can play OG Xbox games here, and just every single one of the games released here has just so much aura and history that literally makes my hair stand out. Gears of War, Portal, GTA, Call of Duty, Halo, Far Cry, Need for Speed, Dead Space, the list pretty much never ends. And the price for all this stuff in 2025 is next to nothing. I really don't think you can go any cheaper, and that's really incredible. In conclusion, the Xbox 360 is just a goated console, and it offered people so many unforgettable memories. And sure, it had a very lucky launch, and in the end it lost to Sony's PS3 in terms of sales, but it's still just such an incredible console and has tons of fun and value to offer to everyone. I don't think I'll ever stop using this thing. I've been primarily using this thing over all the other consoles that I own because it's just so accessible, and I have a huge backlog of games that I haven't tried yet, which is insane. Let me know what was your first experience with the Xbox 360. Do you still use it? Why? Why not? Thanks for watching!